on the CBR update. Ryan's been doing some graft to get the old bike back on the road. So he has replaced both of the stanchions. He bought one originally and turned out that wasn't enough, so he bought another one. Turned out that wasn't enough. Rebuilt both those, popped them in, the wheel was still bent, and it looks like it was the triple clamp that was the issue, or at least one of them. And so he's bought another one of those, and we're swapping it over now. Then the bike should be good. Otherwise, other work. He bought a new seat unit. How does the seat unit compare to the last one, fit-wise? Bet the same?
Yeah, nicer.
Nicer. Okay, that's good. Sorted that out. Sorted out the bent levers. That rear brake still comes up a bit, doesn't it?
We don't use it.
But we don't use it. That's a valid point. This side looks okay. So you sorted those out. What else have you sorted out? So seat unit, levers, pegs, bent, whatever. The subframe. Under tray's been redone and sorted out because that was all battered. The rain light is now lock wired on because the old one fell off during a racing incident. Do you still need to straighten out the exhaust hanger?
No, that's been done.
It doesn't look very straight.
Straight as it's going to go. There's another thing I did. Oh, new clip-ons.
Oh, ready?
Yeah.
Were they bent too?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was the holders that bent, not the bars, which is a bit surprised by, but...
And I think that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah, I cut away a few things on the bike.
Lightweight.
Brackets on the front stanchions actually to get better access to the clip-ons. To like tighten up a clip-on, you need to get your spanner in here. So the original bracket comes out here, so you've got to chop it out, but leave some to mount the ignition barrel.
Sweet. And yeah, we're currently, because for the next round, Ryan is unavailable. So we are down a rider, and I'm having to rely on shoddy mates who are flaky as to support. Okay. And therefore we're doing a bit of a test ride at the weekend with some people to see how they get on and see if they're good enough, and we'll report back then. So
today we kind of fucked it. We didn't bring the camera with us to the little car park for a shakedown day, and as a result this is going to be the most boring video we've ever done.
Wow, we'll just do the intro to this and then go straight to Pembury, I reckon. Not Pembury, Whilton Mill.
So we've had a little shakedown today with another guy, Mark or John, Matt, and he had a go on it. He had a few little low sides, all on the right hand side, but he was quick enough, and I think we're gonna go with him. So yeah, new forks, new yokes. The bike now rolls in a straight line. No real damage sustained, like all the sliders and flexible stuff to the brunt of the crash. And yeah, roll on Whilton really. Oh yeah, we snapped the end off the brake lever, and we're going to do away with the brake lever guard for weight saving purposes. We're also going to do away with our sketchy quick release tank because he poured a load of petrol over himself at one point and nearly died, but in a good way. And there's not a lot else to report. The bike's pretty...
Yeah, just needs a few brake levers. The rear brake lever's also buggered.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you fucked that, didn't you? Yeah, this
hanger needs bending back out again.
And only this swinging arm's taking a bit of a chomping from this, so it does look like a proper race bike now at least. That just wants to pop back in there. Oh, that's tediously close. That is flirting with me. Oh, go on, baby. There you go. Yeah, it just needs another clip and a spacer putting on. We've actually bent the lever at the looks of it. Yeah, oh right, nice. So what I've done is I've drilled a big hole in this really thin bar of metal, and now it's bent at that really, really thin hole, which is just proper engineering, really, isn't it? What else? Yeah, tyres, to be fair, are now the next thing on our list. There's not a great deal of life left in these slicks. And
the wheel markers on the right hand side are pretty low, and that is the place we're crashing all the time. So
yeah, this is like not ideal, but got it. Let's get to the chain first.
So
Really?
yeah, ideally we could do a change in before Whilton, but funds allow.
We're going to be tight, aren't we? We're just going to not spend money on it.
Oh, we said in our minds that we'd change the tyres after Whilton, and that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a tyre man around.
Oh, I can have a look at my capture space here, which I've made for everyone on the group, and then someone decided to remind everyone that Freetech already sell them for a lot less and a lot nicer. Look at that, look how captive it is. He's not going anywhere. Oh. Another thing I'm thinking of doing is to add a spring in between here and this plate here, so that these don't slide back like that. Then they're loaded like that, and they'll retain a bit better. But that's actually a secret. I wasn't going to tell anyone on the Freetech page because that's a little advantage for us.
But these are a bit loose. It would be nice if they just stayed in better. But
we can do something. We can get those to stay.
Yeah.
We can do some cheating.
It's cool. Just tie that spacer back on then.
Gingerbread bakers.
Nice.
Cool. Anything else you want to do while I'm here at the back? Your mum?
What's up, guys? We are the day before Whilton Mill. I've just been doing some sort of, I don't know, checking over on the bike. Over the last weekend when Matt, who's our sub rider this weekend, I crashed actually for the first time, and Matt crashed a couple of times. So there's a bit of damage to the old foot pegs. And yeah, just been trying to get all this right again. I've got some new C-clips here, got new folding foot pegs, straightened all this lever out, and then the next thing was that the bearing inside here was binding up, so I've had to change the spacers a little bit to allow that to still freely move and come back off, so it's not binding the rear brake on. And then sort of similar story on this side. When I was sort of tightening this up again, this was pinching and causing it not to flick back after. So I put some spacers in here, and they seem to be working good now. And I've adjusted the chain tension because that was a little bit slack before. So I think, I don't know, it seems a bit tight that, but I'll see how it goes. And yeah, just generally just gone over the bike, all of it, all the bolts, all the screws, all the cap heads, checked everything, checked the tyre pressures in there. These are what was run last weekend, so we know where we're at. I think we're at 20 psi on the front and 22.5 on the rear, so that's pretty low actually, but it worked at the weekend. We've reset the bar positions because they were all narrow, and that's about it really. That's about it. Just really gone over it thoroughly, the whole bike, everything has been tightened. One of the exhaust screws were slightly loose, and a few of the clip-on screws were loose, so good job really, all done now, and I think it's all good. I'm going to turn her on and make sure she's all good really. And I don't know, I think I might tighten up the headstock bearing just a touch and see how it feels during qualifying, because we were getting a bit of a knocking noise coming from the front, probably bottoming out the forks, but I never remember doing that, so I might just nip it a tiny little bit more and then see how it feels, and then she's good to go. Let's turn her on. There she is, purring away nicely. Yeah, I'll do a few laps around the car park on her, just check the old brakes feel good, and that, yeah, just generally seems okay, and then we'll start loading the car up for tomorrow. Yeah, that's about it really. Had a bit of a bender last night, so I'm feeling quite delicate today. And yeah, gonna go out have some food tonight, and then pick Matt up in the morning at about 6:30, something like that, and get to Whilton Mill nice and early, so we don't have any issues missing screw and earring and stuff. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.